So, hi there, folks. Daniel Sate, editor of Essential Install magazine here again. We're here in the heart of Niko, where the design of the products and systems actually happens. This is where some of the amazing things that the company does are birthed. We're here with Peter and Eric. If you'd just like to introduce yourselves with the camera and tell people what your role is at the company.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Peter Vehent. I am head of product marketing residential, specifically focusing on Niko home control, being the system, the home automation system we have. I'm in the company for 19 years now. Started as an electrician and an engineer doing software and electronics, and gradually moved to product management in the last 7 years.
Okay.
Myself is Eric. Hi, everybody. I'm responsible for the marketing for the residential business units. So if you see Niko in advertisements on fairs and events, that's our work in bringing out the Niko brand and story.
You're the guy. So we've been having a look around today and looking at some of the products, some of the finished products, some of the products that are in development. So just give us a little insight into how you start off and how you actually, design a product that really meets the needs of the modern installer and the end user in terms of delivering something that is, a little bit different in the market, but also delivers on those key things of reliability and performance and usability.
Yeah. So actually, we know that installers and integrators face a lot of problems or issues like complexity and high demanding needs of the market. So we try to listen to those guys and find out what their problems are, what they need. So then we bring it back to the internals, and we try with the team over here to find solutions. So we have creativity sessions and so on to define new funny stuff, crazy stuff, but also just basic things like infrastructure, etc. Then we make prototypes on those. We evaluate in a regular, repetitive way, getting feedback, improve things, until the level that the product is becoming more mature and ready to put in the next phase. So we eliminate a lot of things, we keep the good things, and at a certain point in time, we get back to those guys as well with new ideas. And then that's how we work, and that's how we evaluate and evolve with products to get them finally to detailed design together with the designers, UX team, as it is probably involving software and UX as well.
Yeah.
And then finally getting to production.
Yeah. Okay. So feedback from the market, from installers, is an important part of that design process then?
Very much important because we learned from the past that if we do things that we do not touch with the market and listen to customers, we make the things that are not demanded. They don't like things, and so in the end we don't sell them.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a classic thinking, finding out what the market needs, creating that, fulfilling that need, and
exactly.
You should be on the right track.
Yeah, exactly. It's even, we try to put some fun inside. We call it, well, it's a general term, it's called co-development. So we sometimes invite externals, customers over here to have discussions with us. And then we start fiddling around with Post-its, with whiteboards, doing the discussions, having their feedback, having their creativity as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's quite obvious coming here and talking to everyone and walking around it. The human aspect of design here is so important. You kind of have this thing where you just start from, I think these days, because there's so much technology available to people to design things, and obviously that's important, can speed things up and help you work things out. But really, at the end of the day, it's just a clever idea from a human to make life better for other humans. It's the core of what you're trying to do here.
That's exactly true. And our credo is actually we want to make things simple, which means there is probably a simple or just a basic problem, and we try to find the most simple solution to fix that problem. Because complexity is all over the place with all-day life, smartphone stuff, a lot of interactions. We want to avoid this, and we know that our customers, both the professional as the end customer, is not in favor of having complexity.
Yeah.
So we try to put simple things.
Yeah, I think there is a tendency or a phenomenon, I suppose I should say, is there's a lot of noise in people's lives, isn't there? There's a lot of things trying to grab their attention, a lot of screens, a lot of things that are thrown at them through the daily lives. That actually just having something that when you come home and it's just simple and it works, that's a lot of value in that.
Absolutely.
It's about decluttering life, giving people peace of mind. A smart home, it just needs to be there and work. It doesn't need to be present that much. It has to facilitate people in their living.
Indeed. The essence is to, let's say, create a smart home that facilitates the daily life of people, but hiding the technology behind this. Because there are some people who are technology lovers. They really like to have fancy stuff on the wall and a lot of things flickering around, but the majority doesn't want this. But still, they want to have comfort, feeling safe at home, and having a reduced energy bill, for instance, which are daily needs. So we try to deliver with our solutions and to live upon those.
I think that was one of the areas we wanted to touch on, because walking around, it's obvious that products are aimed at delivering not just usability, but energy efficiency. Things like we were talking about EV charging earlier on, how big that's going to become. So how are you going about offering real tangible kind of energy efficiencies and functionalities that you feel that end users and installers are going to benefit sort of long term?
Well, we know from origin, being a Belgian company, that the energy market is a big thing. The energy providers have a lot of issues, balancing nets, etc. But on the other side, they burden people with too high energy bills. So people get really in discomfort, like I'm going to pay too much. So need for a solution. We knew this from the beginning in home control. We embedded energy measurement, energy monitoring, displaying stuff. And in the end, even we can call it energy management as a small energy management system entity within the whole system that automates and optimizes the use of energy and creates the utmost highest level in self-consumption if you have solar panels, for instance.
Sure. I think that's a key point as well. It's like people want to save energy, they want to have an efficient home, but they don't want to spend all day working out, how do I do that? Do I turn this up? Do I turn it?
Exactly.
It should learn. It should just take care of that aspect in the background.
And especially also, they don't want to lose comfort.
Yeah.
They don't want to turn down the heating 5 degrees because of the energy bill. They want a system that thinks together with them on how to balance energy production, and that's what Niko Home Control does.
And do you see that side of what you folks are doing and the market in general? It's only going to grow. It's only grow, right? Because as things continue, it doesn't look like energy prices are going to come down anytime soon. More and more people, I think, particularly in the UK, are looking at solar. They're looking at battery storage, all of these things, and you need a system that's going to manage that. So you see yourselves a bit having a role to play there?
Absolutely, because it's not going to go away. We're not going to return to like about 10 years ago. The evolution in energy will continue. And as you mentioned, batteries, solar, EV charging, etc., will be part of our lives more and more. So we follow this market and try to fit with a solution.
Okay. Can we talk about what you feel like some of the key products are in the lineup at the moment from an installer point of view, but also from an end user point of view? What are some of the standout things that you'd like people to be particularly aware of at the moment?
So next to like very technical stuff like energy management, etc., we're actually also a company that focuses on premium interfaces, because we believe that the end user in the house should be very much at ease, and it should be very simple to switch on the light, to lower the blinds, to do whatever you want in the home without the very fancy interfaces. So basically, one of our last new developments is, this is just a finishing plate example of it. We have our toggle and rocker, Niko toggle and rocker classic variant, already on the market, which is an authentic vintage switch. gets a blink of an eye from the old switches from the past. But we renew this, so it's a new design. And finally, instead of the mechanical switch, we integrated Niko Home Control as a direct interface inside. The difference with the classic switch over there is that the new one has a more subtle tactile feeling. It's not that long travel. It doesn't click that hard, but it's really subtle, and it has a more refined feedback. And on top of that, on the internals, we integrated temperature and humidity sensor with a lot of flexibility. So you can create heating, cooling, or ventilation control with the same nice look and feel.
It's elegant, isn't it? Having all of that technology in something that's just feels and looks very simple.
It is.
You know.
And also is a nice link to our legacy, because this Niko rocker, for instance, is a reference to a switch that we developed in '58.
Okay.
So 1958,
Wow.
so almost 70 years ago.
Yeah.
We developed a switch that has been around in Belgium,
Sure.
in a lot of houses, a lot of homes, and now we have a nice contemporary product that is smart.
And I think what we really like about products like this is that they fit well in period properties, which is obviously important in the UK. You folks will know, being so big in Belgium and other parts of Europe, really important, but also fits well in a new build environment as well, because it's a piece of classic design. So, it has that language that can translate into different buildings and different places.
Yeah.
It's a special thinking, because you don't change your switch on the wall that many times.
Yeah.
It's not like you drink Coca-Cola every week. It's a once or twice in a lifetime decision when you install some products like these in new builds or large renovations. So it's also up to a consumer and us as a supplier to think about timeless design and bring to market products that last a lifetime.
And people redecorate. I think there is a trend in the UK at the moment where people are maybe, when they would move house a little more often, then maybe staying in the property longer, maybe spending a bit of money on the property. So we're seeing kind of more renovation work happening with that type of thing, and obviously choosing something like that. If you want to change the style of the home, it's not going to sort of be a problem. You're not going to have to change that out as well.
No, indeed.
That's good. So obviously, Niko has a really big presence in Belgium, has done for a really long time. I know you guys are in other countries in Europe, in Scandinavia. Obviously, you're present in the UK currently already. But how do you see yourselves in the UK over the next few years? How do you want to develop the brand in the UK, and where would you like to sort of get to in terms of the UK market?
I think we have seen that the market is evolving. So you get like a split going more down in budget, but also going more up. And so the middle part is either going up or going down. Internationally, we want to focus on the more premium, high-end market, because we clearly see that there will be an opportunity for the integrators, for the installers, having like a very simple and flexible infrastructure that is capable of integrating all kind of verticals. So reaching the hand to AV installers or HVAC installers to combine those things to one smart home that is created or controlled with one system, one interface set, and so on. So this is the way we want to go in the UK market as well. And I think within now in some years, we hope to be a known brand, an established value, delivering these functionalities.
And I think coming up actually fairly shortly, people are going to have the opportunity to interact with you folks at EI Live. So tell us a little bit about what people can come and see and experience at the show in a few weeks' time.
Well, we're very excited to be there for the first time at the fair. On the fair, we want to bring the whole story, starting from who is Niko, who is the company. We're founded in 1919, so we are an established brand. We know what switches and sockets are. We know what home automation is since 97 even. So we try to bring a portfolio or a set of information about who is Niko, what is our current solution, what is the integration part, so which partners do we integrate, which solutions can we bring at the level of comfort, safety, and energy efficiency. We have a separate area on energy management system within home automation, and we emphasize on the premium interfaces, amongst them our Niko toggle and rocker. To cover this all for the professional, we are also going to have a live demo and a hands-on one-to-one on how to configure and how to program the thing.
Okay.
So we are going to show and have live interactions with the visitors over
Okay.
there.
That'd be great. I mean, it'd be great to have you at the show. We're looking forward to the show's sort of excitement's building up towards the show now. We're getting close, so be sure and come along, check out the brand, check out the people behind the brand, the story, and get the lowdown on Niko.